For some people, Roth conversions are a great way to reduce their lifetime tax bill, but for some people, it's actually a really terrible idea. My name is Michael Carlson. I'm a certified financial planner with Carlson Wealth Advisors. If you'd like to learn more about me and my firm, feel free to click the link below this video. As you might have guessed, I want to give you 5 reasons why Roth conversions might be a bad idea. But first, just recap, what is a Roth conversion? What's the purpose of it? Roth conversion is when you elect to pay the taxes that you've been deferring in your traditional IRA. You do this by moving your funds from a traditional IRA over to a Roth IRA account. Doing this eliminates some of that future tax liability that you have that's built into your traditional IRA. The idea is to do this in a year when you're in a lower tax bracket than you might find yourself in the future. So without any further ado, number 1 might seem like simple and obvious, but you're going to be in a lower tax bracket in the future. If you're in your high earning years, you haven't retired yet, and you expect at some point to retire and find yourself in a lower tax bracket, Roth conversion might not be a great idea. You are electing to pay taxes at a higher rate now than you would in the future when you're wanting to take those dollars out. The second thing is about the timing of when you're going to be taking those dollars out. Within the next 5 years, Roth conversion might not be a great idea for you. Why is that? There's a clock, a 5-year clock, that gets started from the moment you open your first Roth IRA. If you take out money from a Roth IRA within the first 5 years of opening it, anything that you put into it, you can always pull out tax-free, no penalty, that's fine. However, any earnings, any growth over and above that, if you take that out within those first 5 years, even if you're over 59 and a half, are going to be subject to some penalties potentially, and you want to avoid that. So make sure you understand the timing of when you're going to need or want that income. The next reason you might not want to convert is because you plan to do a lot of charitable giving. One thing that comes to mind is people who elect to do what's called qualified charitable distributions once they're taking required minimum distributions. Well, if you're going to be giving those dollars in your traditional IRA over to a charity, electing to pay taxes at any time is a bad idea, because when you donate those dollars, you can avoid paying taxes on all of those things. So, great reason to keep the money in your traditional IRA. Also, if you have a charity listed as your beneficiary on your account, as opposed to your heirs or a niece, a nephew, whoever, also a great reason to keep your money in the traditional IRA, because again, nobody's going to get hit with those taxes at the point that money is taken out if it's going to a charity. Number 4, it's going to negatively impact your Social Security benefits or your Medicare premiums. If your taxable income, if your AGI gets too high, your Medicare premiums go up. The taxability of your Social Security benefits increases. So if you're in those years where you are about to or are paying Medicare premiums or are taking Social Security benefits, want to be really careful and consider what kind of impact that's going to have. A little move over here can have some really big impacts on these other things over there. And finally, the last reason, let's face it, money, taxes, all these things are very emotional. There's a lot of psychology that goes into this stuff. If you just don't want to pay taxes, you want to avoid paying those taxes as long as you possibly can, then don't convert. If you don't feel great about paying the extra tax right now, you don't have to. Nobody's forcing you to do these Roth conversions. So don't ever be tempted or swayed by other people who are saying, you got to get everything into the Roth IRA. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's situation is unique. If it's not the right thing for you, for whatever reason that might be, you don't have to do it. I hope that was helpful for you guys today. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Love to talk in more detail about your specific situation and whether a Roth conversion is a good idea or bad idea for you. And have a great day.